Welcome back to Humble Roots Whiskey Review. I'm Don, that's Ken, and our guest tonight is Rick. They will be looking at Blanton's single barrel.
All right, Blanton's is from the Buffalo Trace Distilleries. I don't know if we need to really go into too much detail about the Buffalo Trace Distilleries. Blanton's is named after a former owner, Albert Bacon Blanton, and it was originally released in 1984 by Elmer T. Lee. Buffalo Trace has two main bourbon mash bills. They have the mash bill 1, which is your Buffalo Trace, your Eagle Rare, Stag, all that stuff. The second one is a high rye mash bill, 12 to 15% rye, and it shares the same mash bill with the Elmer T. Lee product, Rock Hill Farms, Hancock Reserve, and Ancient Age.
So I noticed they just call it Barrel Select.
It's a single barrel. It's the original first single barrel.
Single barrel.
And so in 1984, when it was released, Elmer T. Lee had to, he wanted to leave his legacy there as well. So back in 1933, I believe, 1933, when Albert Blanton was the superintendent of, at the time, the Stag Distillery, he had a warehouse built, and it was built out of steel because it was cheaper and faster to build. And so what he found is that the aging process in that warehouse took on a different level than the rest of his bourbons, because it allowed what was happening in the warehouse to emulate what was happening outside. So all four seasons of Kentucky had a larger effect on the barrels in this warehouse.
All right. Well, Rick, do you want to give us a little unveiling here of the box and the bottle and see what is in store for us?
I'd love to.
So box, a lot of writing on there.
There's a lot of information on the box.
A lot of information. Oh man.
So this
A lot of
is
information.
bottled at 46.5 ABV. They do have
So that's proof. What do we got? For
93 proof.
93 proof.
It is chill filtered.
Oh, ooh.
But
Ken, what can you tell me about chill filtered?
I can't really tell you much about chill filtering because I don't know a whole bunch about it. It's more of a Scotch thing, the non-chill filter. It's when they filter, they drop the temperature to what is it, like -1, I think they were saying.
Yeah, under pressure they can go down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what it ends up doing is it takes out all the flavor, the yummy fatty acid.
So what do we got here? We got a bag of tricks.
Nice bag. I've never bought in a Blanton's that comes with a box or a bag, so that's interesting, and it's quite a nice bag actually.
No kidding. Wow.
Bottle
Bottle in a bag.
in a bag.
Yeah, I like that. See, it's kind of, who came up with the bag first? Crown Royal?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, and they're kind of...
Yeah, so this bag actually I got with a store pick. I'm not sure that the bag comes with every one. In fact, a couple of them I bought now. Only one had the bag. The other ones just come plain bottle.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice bag. A lot of people, I guess, play Scrabble. Good Scrabble bag.
There you go, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
not bad. The bottle. So the bottle. Rick, tell us about the bottle.
The bottle itself is quite interesting. One of a kind. The pewter horse on top.
Yeah.
And there's 8 different horses. They spell out Blanton's. There's a little letter here down at the bottom.
Okay.
And if you get all 8, they do have collector oak staves from their barrels.
Very nice. Very
That
nice.
you can put the pewter horse on for a display with a glass or two.
Yeah, nice bottle.
Unfortunately, ever since that John Wick movie came out with this bottle in it,
John Wick.
It's hard to find.
it's made this bottle of bourbon extremely difficult to get your hands on, and expensive for what it is. It's quite expensive.
What are we looking at per bottle?
This is $104.99 in Canada, in BC.
Okay.
In the States, MSRP is what, $65?
I think 60 or so. Yeah.
So when we're talking about bourbons, is that middle or higher as far as prices go?
In Canada, that's higher.
In Canada, that's higher.
Okay.
In the States, that's a
mid.
Yeah.
That's a good price. I wouldn't be I wouldn't be forking out what some people pay on the secondary market, right?
I would say that people are buying it for that pewter horse on top because it's a neat bottle.
So I have heard if you go to the distillery, go down to Buffalo Trace, you can go and you can purchase all the stoppers there.
You can buy them online too.
There you go,
on their website.
Right? So it's all there. But what's really cool about this bottle is it is kind of shaped like a hand grenade, right? It's a little bit bigger, but it's shaped. Yeah. But the information that's on here, okay, it has your dump date.
Yep.
4/18/23. So warehouse is H. All Blantons come from
the
warehouse
magic
H. The
warehouse
steel constructed
H.
All right. This is from barrel number 300. Rick number 29, and it says right here, bottling proof is 93 proof or 46.5 ABV.
Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, no, it's a very nice, very appealing bottle.
It is.
It's unique.
It is. It is nice. Yeah.
Right. So
what do we got in there for color? So is there color added?
No,
color
added. You can't add any color.
No color added. That's the natural.
You will. It's bourbon. Bourbon you can't mess with. There's no flavor. There's no colors.
No messing around.
It is what it is, and you know.
Yeah, we're gonna see if it is what it is.
Oh.
We're gonna see if the whiskey is better than the bottle.
So this has been open for a little bit, and so it has had time to breathe a little. It's opened up. And,
good. Well, let's take a look at the viscosity. Let's take a look at the color. What are you thinking, Rick?
It's a nice color. It's a little on the light side, but it is a bourbon.
Okay, so
light amber.
There's not age statement. Looks like you got a little bit of cork.
Adds to the flavor.
Adds to the flavor.
A little cork. Cork.
It's rumored to be 6 to 8 years. So it spends about 6 to 8 years in the rick house before they dump them. Yeah.
Oh, should we go in for a little nose?
Yeah. Well, I've already started, so.
I'm trying to follow. I'm trying to catch up.
Oh, okay. There you go. I get the rye spice right off the bat, but something I always get off of this product and a couple other of the Buffalo Trace products is like a grape, like a grape Kool-Aid.
Interesting. I'm getting a little honey.
Now don't be scared with your nose on this one. It is a lower ABV. I'm also getting a little bit of grape on just that sweetness. Not really the grape vanilla.
Yeah, I definitely get the vanilla, yeah.
Definitely sweet.
Yeah. If you could put those two together, grape vanilla, I don't even know if that flavor exists, but that's what it smells like to me.
It's just a very, very faint hint of artificial grape, like sugared grape.
Lifesaver
grape Kool-Aid powder.
Yeah.
Vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon I get.
Some spice.
Yeah.
Some spice, yeah.
Definitely
get the rye.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so that was the nose. How about we go for a little taste?
Yeah, let's do that.
What do you think?
I like Blanton's. I'm getting some vanilla, but it's not a potent vanilla.
No.
It's more like a creamy vanilla.
Creamy sweet.
Like a creamy sweet vanilla.
Followed with a caramel almost at the end. You get that?
Yep. Maybe a little bit of that citrus.
Yep. Okay.
But definitely a very sort of subdued, almost creamy vanilla. I don't know what to call it.
One of those Werther's chews almost.
Almost, yeah.
Werther's.
Yeah.
Well, Don, what do you think?
I'm going to have to go back in there, Ken, and have a closer look. Yeah, I'm getting a good amount of sweetness and caramel.
Lots of
sweetness, caramel. I'm not getting any wood.
No.
I'm not getting any wood.
Doesn't turn you on, eh?
I'm not getting that citrus. I'm not getting the cherry rip that I.
I know
like.
you.
Cherry.
You like the cherry in certain bourbons, huh?
Yeah, no cherry. So, but as far as the caramel goes and sweetness, yeah, it's there.
Lots
it's
of
there.
sweet. Lots of sweet. That's for sure. It's got good baking spice. I don't get that oakiness that it did say on the box that it had a little bit of oakiness to it. I don't get it.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it said that. Well, maybe it was some reading I did.
well, if they wrote it on the box, it must be true.
Well, I don't think so. We've proven this before that the box sometimes lies. But
yeah, it's not too bad. You know, what are your final thoughts there, Rick, and on the finish?
On the finish,
Yeah.
well, I'm not gonna lie. I was sipping on some Blantons at home last night, celebrating a big life event.
Yeah, good.
And I get a little bit of leather on the finish.
Okay.
And I get a bit of, I don't want to say oakiness. I don't want to say smoke, but maybe some char. Like some charred wood maybe or something.
all right.
Not smokiness, not like a scotch, right? But,
So even more, you're getting a little more bitter even than just with that char.
and it hangs around.
Okay, you're getting some bitter at the end there. Interesting.
I wouldn't say bitter. I don't, just charred wood. Like almost, they're clean casks, right? For bourbons, is that right?
They're bourbons is the new charred oak.
It is. They are charred though.
They're all charred.
Yeah. So that
Charred
must
oak.
be.
And I don't know what the char level is. I didn't read that far into it, but
Yeah, the sweetness definitely does taper off for me. But it does linger, and it is good.
It does linger.
Yeah.
You're right. It lingers.
So what do you think out of 10 there, Rick?
The issue for me is the price point. If I'm just drinking it and I don't care about the price, I want to say this is probably an 8.5 for me. If I'm comparing it for the price,
Did you just say 8.5?
I did.
Wow,
I really enjoy this.
That's a
Blantons,
monster
yeah.
number. That's a monster
Now,
number.
do you enjoy it because John Wick enjoys it?
Do you enjoy?
maybe,
Do you enjoy?
maybe.
Do you enjoy it because there's a horse on the top of the bottle?
No, I enjoy it because I enjoy the bourbon. Now the if you're comparing it for price, I think there's very, very similar out there.
Similar, yeah.
Now, if I had to factor in the price, that would easily drop me to a 7.5, maybe a 7.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of that big
Okay,
inflated
so now
price.
down.
So what do you? Okay, let me ask you this: what do you figure that's worth on our market?
I would pay $85, $90 every day for it.
All right.
110 or
Too
what's
much.
it going for?
Yeah,
It's
well,
a bit
100,
much.
109 is what it was today.
Yeah.
At the store today it was 109
Plus tax.
plus tax, and I believe we paid for this one paid 104, but that one's been sitting around for 6 or 8 months.
So 7.
Solid 7.
Solid 7.
Okay.
There we have
7.5.
it.
Yeah.
Solid 7.
But if I had to give it a score, I would say I'm right around. Price brings it down for me.
Yeah.
I'm right around a 7.5.
7.5. Yeah, I think that I mean, it's a real. It's not a bad bourbon. It's not the best bourbon I've ever had. It's real mid level. I would probably give it around 7.5 as well. Maybe a little bit lower, but the flavor is nice. There's nothing wrong with the flavor.
It's good flavor.
It's fine. It's just that for the price, you would expect more. And
I think that's the biggest thing these days is the products are good, but I think they're being overpriced.
yeah, for a non-age statement product, right? I mean, it's not like they're writing 10-year on the bottle. That's my thoughts.
All right, so sorry, I missed your score there out of 10.
Yeah, so I would give it. I'll just put it for what I think it is. It's a 7.3. I'll split the difference. 7.3 out of 10. Again, enjoyable, but it is priced a little bit high. Russell's, on the other hand, is a little bit better than this, and it's $40 cheaper. So, and it has an age statement on the bottle. So I'll leave it at that.
Maybe we'll do Russell soon. I want to thank you for joining us. Until next time, stay humble.